for a minute.
Very personal.
Also for myself.
That was very personal.
It was very personal. You bet it was. So I want to do one of my most requested songs, and that is a scary fact when you hear what the song is. This is a song. One more time. This is a song my dad wrote. Now my dad's gone. He's been gone for 6 years. He lived to be 89.
Oh my God.
How good.
Don't get a lot better than that.
Yeah.
And he was actually completely healthy until he was 88.
Oh, good.
And he wrote songs for fun, but that wasn't, he wasn't a songwriter. He was a mathematician. Any math people here tonight? Wait, some people are saying,
I am. Over here.
sort of? Wait, are you a mathematician? You are?
He's the man, too.
You're a mathematician? Sort of. What does that mean? You can tell me later. I'm sorry, I don't want to embarrass you.
Now, this lady, she taught calculus, so
Oh, whoa. I'm impressed.
she tutored calculus.
Get out. Did you really tutored calculus?
In college.
Wow. I have to tell you, now that I'm a mom, I am totally in awe of teachers. Totally. I don't know how they do it. They should all get paid a hell of a lot more money. Don't get me started. Anyways, so my dad was a mathematician, and math was his great love. But he was a very talented piano player, and he started writing songs when he was around 20. And all of the songs he wrote, and I believe I've heard all of them, they're all really weird. But the weirdest are the math songs.
Yes.
So this is one of his math songs. There's more than one, but I'm only going to do one. This is a song about pi, as in pi, the number, 3.1415926535817, and it goes on forever. And he took that sequence of numbers, played it on the piano, and that's where he came up with the melody. So here's the melody. That's cool. It's wacky. 314159265358897. So I'm going to sing it for you by my dad, Irving Kaplansky, a song about pi. Through all the bygone ages, philosophers and sages have meditated on the circle's mysteries. From Euclid to Pythagoras, from Gauss to Anaxagoras, their thoughts of the library's bulging histories. And yet there was elation throughout the whole Greek nation when Archimedes did his mighty computation. He said, 314109. Here's a song to sing about pi. Not a sigma or mu, but a well-known Greek letter too. You can have your alphas and your great phi bases and omegas for a friend. But that's just what a circle doesn't have a beginning or an end. 314159 is a ratio we don't define. 2 pi times radii gives circumference you can rely. If you square the radius times the pi, you get the circle space. Here's my song about pi, fit for mathematicians' embrace. about pie. So, let me just tell you a little story. Okay, actually, it's a bunch of stories in one. So, the preface to the main story is that I haven't always been a singer. Some of you may know. I actually started out singing in New York, and then decided I didn't want to be a singer, and went back to school and became a clinical psychologist. I'm actually Dr. Kaplansky. And then, and this is no joke, with the help of a good therapist, I figured out that what I really always wanted to do was sing. And I went back to singing. And I just paid back my grad school loans. It took me 20 years, almost to the day. So, the reason I'm telling you this is because by the time I went back to music, I was already in my mid-30s, and my parents were really old. And they had moved to California, Berkeley, California. And so when I would go out, I'd go out to California a couple times a year to do shows. And they would come on the road with me. My elderly parents, we'd all get in the car and go on the road. And it was a trip, let me tell you. So the venues, if the venue had a piano, which usually they do, my dad would sit in with me on 2 or 3 of his songs. And that was a trip. And he would just blow the roof off because he was hilarious and a character. And people loved the songs, etc. So he would also help me sell CDs at the end of the night, and he was pretty good at math. And he actually, on several occasions, I heard him offering free math tutoring if people would buy more than one CD. And I don't know if it worked, but it was very cute. And then on nights when we weren't the ones selling the CDs, like when the venue was selling, I would find out after the show. My mother did this so many times I can't tell you. She bought the CDs so that I would have more sales. Only a mother would do that. And the other thing she would do back in the days of record stores, CD stores. Now, of course, they hardly exist anymore. But you know, in the store, like there would be the folk section, and then there'd be the Lucy Kaplansky section with a card and my CDs. She would take my entire section and card and put it in front, out of order. Yeah. That's right, heck yeah. So, okay, all of this is to tell you that for years, my husband, and actually I should credit my husband for many things, but one thing in particular, he's the one who had the idea that I should sing my dad's songs in my shows, which has been just this never-ending, thing that people always want to hear. So my husband has been telling me for years that I should record my dad's songs, and I finally did.
Wonderful.
I got a great piano player, the guy who played in Sanctuary and Brooklyn Train, Andy Ezrin, to play my dad's songs, and I sang. And he's a great, phenomenal jazz piano player, and he kind of channeled my dad. It's like how my dad wished he could play. And then, so that's one part of the CD, and then the other part of the CD is, I did not know I had this. I was going through my drawer a couple of years ago, and there was a recording a sound person had given me of a show from Berkeley in the year 2000 when my dad sat in with me. He was 83. And it is to say that we were kibitzing is a vast understatement. I sang some of his songs, he played, we kibitzed, you can get the idea. So anyway, so the CD is called Kaplansky Sings Kaplansky. Although, of course, I came up with the perfect name after I'd already manufactured it, which is Kaplansky Squared. Duh. Too late now.
So he get that.
And it is only available at my shows, nowhere else on earth. So it's here tonight, and I have all my other CDs, they're all over there. I have the Red Horse CD, I have my CDs, and I also have a Bob Dylan tribute album that I'm on, that came out, it's Red House Records people. So I did one of my favorite songs of all time. I can't believe I've never sung it before, Every Grain of Sand. Eliza is on it, John Gorka, a bunch of other people. It's called A Nod to Bob. I have a mailing list for email addresses. Oh, I want to tell you one other thing. So I'm on Facebook, and if you're on Facebook, please come like my